This is the 77 WABC minicast.
President Trump forged this moment. Iran begged for this ceasefire, and we all know it. As the President truth this morning, a big day for world peace. Iran wants it to happen. They've had enough. Operation Epic Fury was a historic and overwhelming victory on the battlefield. A capital V military victory. By any measure, Epic Fury decimated Iran's military and rendered it combat ineffective for years to come. You see, in less than 40 days, one of our combatant commands, Central Command, CENTCOM, using less than 10% of America's total combat power, dismantled one of the world's largest militaries. The world's leading state sponsor of terrorism proved utterly incapable of defending itself, its people, or its territory.
Welcome, my friends, to the Wednesday edition of Boast and Early's Rush Hour, fastest hour in American media. A lot of the show today will be focused on the Iran situation. Yesterday at this time, there was gnashing of teeth. There was... That's teeth gnashing, Carlos. Their teeth are gnashing. That's what liberals would do. And they would... We have to convene the cabinet. The cabinet must weigh in and throw him out of office. He must be impeached. Of course, Democrats and left-leaning people, and people like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Today, that's not in the conversation. Now they're trying to spin it all differently. For instance, I got a headline here I'm looking at from the New York Times. Trump says he exceeded his objectives in Iran. But what did he accomplish? Are you freaking kidding me? What did he accomplish? For 47 years, Iran has been attacking America. There has been a state of Cold War between Iran and the United States of America ever since they took over our embassy, held Americans hostage, and then, even though those hostages were released after Reagan's administration, killed service members, terrorized the world through proxies, terrorized the entire Middle East. All done without any of the Western nations standing up and saying this cannot possibly go on. And then they threatened to have nuclear missiles. And not just that, ballistic missiles, which they showed recently in recent days were capable of going over 2,000 miles. And the New York Times has the nerve to sit in that. What did he accomplish? And they try to point to supporters. Still supporters of the president's decision to go to war voiced doubts that Iran, in fact, had been defeated. Mark Levin, the Fox News host, who Mr. Trump often praises, lamented in prime time on Tuesday night that the Iranian regime was still surviving. They then cite Laura Loomer, the far-right activist close to the White House, posted online, "We didn't really get anything out of ceasefire talks." I don't give a damn what Laura Loomer says. I know Laura. I've never said anything bad about Laura on this program, and I'm not speaking specifically about her. Laura Loomer is not some damn foreign policy analysis that everybody needs to stop and say, oh, Laura Loomer thinks this about policy. And who gives a rat's ass what Laura Loomer thinks about policy? Seriously. You're going to cite Laura Loomer as some kind of foreign policy expert. No. Lindsey Graham, the hawkish Republican senator from South Carolina, warned Congress would need to review it. So what? Congress is going to review a deal. Congress can't even review their own spending. They can't even review the current state of America and stand up with the spine and pass a bill that 90% of the people want. I don't care whether the Senate reviews the deal or not. The United States Senate, they're practically useless. in many areas of our lives. The hand wringing from the president staunches vouchers highlights a disconnect. Guess what? The administration's strongest supporters are not wringing their hands. They're very pleased. It is people in the mainstream press that are wringing their hands. Democrats that wanted Iran to win. And you have Democrats like Seth Moulton, Democrats like this person up in Connecticut, Murphy, and some other Democrats who seem to be on the side of Iran. In fact, I think Senator Murphy might be trying to position himself so that he can go over there and be part of the new regime in Iran. The way that he's behaving. Why not just go ask them, Senator Murphy, if you can go be part of their new regime? Because you're certainly not rooting for American interest. And then you have the mainstream press, like the New York Times, always looking, no matter what the story is, no matter what the developments are, always looking. Oh, Lord, I said, I must have used the A word, and I didn't know I used it because I just heard from Debbie, my word police person. Did I use the ASS word? Yeah, apparently I did.
We're good for that.
She's correcting me. Look, folks, if I sound frustrated, I am. I am very tired of listening to these liberal voices that no matter what happens, if there's a Republican in the White House, I don't care who it is, the Bushies, whether it was the Bushies, whether it's whoever it is, no matter who the enemy is, the Democrats are on the side of America's enemies. Unless it's a Democrat in office. When Obama was going around swinging drones everywhere, droning bad guys, and including an American citizen doing this, they didn't say a word, not a peep. As soon as Donald Trump does, we gotta impeach. You're going to impeach the president of the United States of America for taking out the state sponsor, the world's number one state sponsor of terrorism, a country that has killed American servicemen and who has acted for almost a half a century in direct opposition to America's interests. That's why you want to impeach the American president, because he's dispatching them? Democrats are sick. They are insane politically. Their behavior is, people throw around the T word all the time. I'm not going there today, but I'm telling you, when I look at some of these statements that they're making, it is insane. There should be jubilation that one of the world's, the number one state sponsor of terrorism in the world, jubilation, happiness, bliss, has been or is close to being defeated. It will take them decades to be able to do what they have been doing for the last half centuries again. Cut 8. Governor Kane, then we're going to go to a break because I want to get a lot of this stuff in. Cut 8. This is what we accomplished, New York Times, since you don't seem to know. Somebody that knows people over at the editorial desk or the news desk at the New York Times, please just give them a holler. Tell them tune in.